General Washington.
Your servant, sir.
Very nice to meet you, sir. Can you tell us about the dog breeds that you've been working on?
Well, I have always tried to improve upon nature as it is found. And so I have turned my hand to many things, many different crops I've developed down at Mount Vernon, but also the breeding of different animals, particularly dogs. I am an avid fox hunter. That is one of the things I most like to do for recreation. And so I did turn my mind to developing a hound that was more suited to that pursuit, and particularly to the terrain that is found here in North America. To that end, I had long had English hunting dogs, hunting hounds that were, of course, quite tenacious hounds with a fair amount of endurance, but they are not the fastest of hounds. And there was an admirer that had heard of my exploits during our War for Independence in France, and he wished to give to me a group of French hunting hounds. And these were transmitted to me through our mutual friend, the Marquis de Lafayette. And so when I received those dogs, they were very sleek and they were very quick. However, they did not quite have the same endurance that the English hounds did. And then there are also there are already hounds here in America, though I assume they were probably imported at some point 100 years before my day. But by taking those three different breeds and interbreeding them, I tried to come to the best characteristics of each, to take the speed of the French hound and the tenacity of the English hound and the endurance of the Native American dog. And putting those together, developed a breed that I called the American Foxhound.
Combining the best out of all of them.
That was the idea. Also terriers. I also breed terriers at Mount Vernon. And now these are very useful dogs to have on a farm, particularly after 1765, I converted my cash crop from tobacco to wheat. And wheat, of course, is very susceptible to rats. And terriers are excellent rat hunting dogs. And so I breed those, and I'm very, very careful to make sure that we keep a pure line of terriers and that they don't interbreed with any of the other, because that's a part of breeding as well, is it not? Is sometimes you're trying to interbreed the different strains from the different species, but sometimes you're trying to keep the line pure.
Very true. Now, General Washington, you mentioned your home, Mount Vernon. You're a Virginia man, getting that correct?
Indeed.
Now, what are you doing up in Philadelphia?
Well, I have been in Philadelphia many times. I first came here in 1774 for the First Continental Congress, and I returned in 1775 for the Second Continental Congress, where I was named Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the United Colonies. And from there, I went off and fought a war for 8 years, coming back to Philadelphia when I could, as it is the largest city in America. As a matter of fact, during our winter encampment of 1779, the Army was up in Morristown, New Jersey. However, because it was Mrs. Washington and my 20th anniversary, we actually spent 6 weeks here in Philadelphia to celebrate that momentous event.
Very nice. Well, General Washington, thank you. And may I say thank you for your service.
Oh, it is an honor. Yeah.